Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Courtney if you don't know me already, and I am from New Zealand but I currently live in Japan. Now, I've had this video requested so freaking much and people are starting to get annoyed that I haven't done it yet, because I have done a lot of other people and I haven't done Tom Brady yet. And people are like, how have you done so many videos on other people, other footballers, and you still haven't done Tom Brady? Like, please explain it to me how. I'm finally doing it today, guys. Today I am watching Tom Brady 5 rings. So I've heard that he's won 5 Super Bowls, maybe, but I think he's won 6 now, but this is an old video maybe, and so this was at the point when he had won 5. So let's get into the video. It's quite long, it's 21 minutes and 50 seconds, but hopefully you'll stick around. Let's do it.
Super Bowl, the most of any player in Super Bowl history, will be gunning for a record-setting 5th win.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars.
I've said it for the last 2 weeks that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And I said this because over the history of his career, he has done nothing but win football games.
Now it's time to play football. The 3-time Super Bowl MVP.
How can they win it? Oh, quarterfinals. I love those so much.
This is the draft report on you. Basically, it goes poor build, skinny.
So Tom Brady faces an uphill battle now.
Lacks great physical stature and strength.
Lacks mobility and ability to avoid the rush.
He was skinny, slow.
Right.
Oh yeah, I heard that he can't run.
Tom Brady leads the Wolverines back. The most underrated college quarterback in the country, Tom Brady.
He had already established his legacy as the greatest quarterback ever. This adds to it because this is probably the most incredible part of his legend.
All right, Aikman, here we go. Starting from the 25.
Oh.
With that, they play action. Brady, set. 3rd down and 19 now.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Down he goes again.
At the combine, when you watch Tom, you saw this tall, gangly-looking kid. Looked like you haven't ever seen a weight room.
His 40 time and that vertical jump. In 32 years of doing this, we talked about 576.
He does not look like an athlete at all.
Does he wow you throwing the ball? There were some other guys that could shoot it.
Tim Duncan, Tom Brady, the greatest, most coachable, great players of my lifetime. Once you're great, having somebody to tell you you're not always great is not the easiest thing to do, and Duncan and Brady set the bar.
What a cut!
I thought I saw the symbolic end of Tom Brady.
Touchdown, Atlanta!
What is this going to end up being, like 35-10? Are they going to bring that fucking bench
nice
in?
toe tip.
End zone. Caught for the touchdown, Austin Hooper.
I know he seems perfect, but he's a human being. Here's a newsflash. At a certain point, everybody is going to fall off. He said he will play until he sucks. He knows that's inevitable, that at some point he will not be able to play at the same level.
Falcons overload the right side of the Patriots offensive line. Pass is picked. Intercepted.
When he leaps out to the best of his ability and he comes up empty as the DB runs by him and he lays there, I thought that was the end.
And the Falcons add to their lead. Alford.
I'm confused. Why are they just showing me the bad stuff?
Is overrated.
2 images that I'm going to remember
Tom Brady's
for a very, very long
overrated,
time. After the pick 6 in the first half, it was 21-0. They cut to Brady on the bench, head down.
Yes. 2:21 left in the first half.
This guy is really cool, though. I mean, I've been impressed watching Tom Brady on film and in television games and so on, but the way he's playing this game today, he has been very, very impressive with his calmness.
But I'm talking about that first breakthrough Super Bowl.
Tom Brady,
overrated.
He's a first-year starter, and John Madden's up in the TV booth saying, shut it down, play for overtime.
I think that the Patriots, with this field position, you have to just run the clock out. You have to play for overtime now.
I remember the first time he met me, he called me Kyle Brady. And I said, hey, Mr. Kraft. I said, I'm Tom Brady.
I said, I know who you are. You're our 6th-round draft choice.
They need about 40 more yards before they're going to be in field goal range.
And I always remember he looked me like a laser eye to eye. And he said, that's right. And I'm the best decision this organization has ever made.
Okay. I like the confidence. So I assume he gets better.
They got Benetarian range.
I mean,
he keeps doing it on the biggest stage in American sports at the highest level late in games.
Is Tom Brady the best of all time, Mike? Is that a dumb question or what?
No time on the clock, and the Patriots have won Super Bowl 36.
I tell you what Tom Brady just did.
he can't be that bad.
Gives me goosebumps.
The Falcons with a spring to their step. The Patriots, meanwhile, walking back toward the locker room, down 21-3.
Out of that halftime, all but dead and done.
It was over.
When he got crossed up. A tough series with 3 catches, 76 yards in the game. Here is Coleman, end zone, touchdown.
And then, for sure, it was game over when the Falcons scored to make it 28-3.
Does he really make a comeback that big?
In the third quarter.
It made people think like, oh my God, Tom Brady has fallen off a cliff and it's over.
Well, the Patriot fans, except for the most part, I imagine, it's stunned silence.
As owner of the New England Patriots with his son Jonathan Kraft to his left, our right. He has never experienced anything like this in a Super Bowl.
Tom Brady was down 28-3.
We all got eyes. That score was 28-3.
It's Tom Brady, though. I know. I'm never comfortable. We about to put up 40-something on their ass. But I'm saying, they never seen anything like this.
That a lot of people thought in the first half, well, it's over. No, it's not, because they have Captain America. And this is what he does. He finds a way to win games.
I've never seen anything like this. What I saw last night may be the greatest performance I've ever seen.
It's
The Patriots are
28-3
down by the 28-3 score.
in the fourth quarter.
At some point in your life, you're going to have to face the facts. This man has not only eclipsed Joe Montana, he's eclipsed the greatest Michael Jordan as a clutch player.
I'm not surprised at all that one more here, Courtney. We're on 46, down by 25. Has a man, first down, big conversion, Amendola.
We said, oh, this game is over, first quarter. So when did you think that the Falcons had this game won?
Brady flushed out, will run, and get it.
And then here comes Brady.
He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he's got the greatest will and
He
pre-snap,
runs so
drive,
cute.
focus, endurance, discipline, efficiency. Things that don't sell on the Kardashian show, but things that provide him with an edge on every other competitor.
Oh, go.
I wasn't even saying that we were coming back. I was, maybe they'll make it a little respectable. I don't know.
Touchdown!
Oh my God, I assume he turns around the whole game.
30 seconds to play.
To me, what separates really good players from great players, execute well under pressure.
How do you deal with the pressure?
It's
That
true.
goes for every player.
It's
Tom
true.
Brady, as it stands right now, the best there is, the best there was, the best that ever will be.
Hits his man, Daniel Graham, to the 40. Boy, you have to wonder, is it in the cards again for Adam Vinatieri, who has not had a sterling night here tonight?
Tom Brady wasn't something that happens every year. You're not going to find that 6th-round quarterback who becomes a Hall of Famer. It just isn't going to happen.
As his man inside the 25-yard line, Deion Branch made the catch. Timeout is called with 8 seconds on the clock.
And when I look at Tom Brady,
What's the score?
Joe Montana is the name that pops into my mind. That I say, this guy reminds me of Joe Montana.
Holy crap, I'm guessing.
The New England Patriots claim their second Super Bowl championship in 3
How?
years. We have talked about it in this era. of free agency and player
How?
movement. That's as close to a dynasty as you're ever going to find.
Well, it is, Greg. 15 games in a row. Patriots defense.
All right, so I'm guessing this is the third Super Bowl that he competed in.
Well, this Patriots crowd just took over the stadium.
Oh.
It's hit. Ball is out.
When they got the fumble sack.
New England has it. Hightower knocked it out.
And they showed Brady's reaction. That was the first time I actually thought the Pats had a chance.
It's very hard to imagine anyone thinking at 28-3 with 23 minutes left in this game that the Patriots could come out of their doldrums and really start attacking.
This is 4-down territory for New England.
Is simply through the force of Tom Brady's will.
That's Mitchell. First down.
Folks, it's not even a debate anymore. There is no more debate. People don't do their homework if they do debate. He is the greatest quarterback that has ever played.
That's the GOAT, like the GOAT all time. Not just any position, every position.
Hey, let's go. But isn't it crazy that, you know, at the start they were saying he's overrated, he's
28-3 on. I just can't imagine another quarterback who could have.
He's not good. And now people are turning around a few years later, like he's the best who's ever played. It's like that just shows that you shouldn't listen to haters.
Textbook, Kevin Falk play
You gotta
right
believe
there.
in yourself.
Now we had a ball game, folks.
Let's go. James White. It's a one-score game.
Wow.
Brady is a guy who has started his postseason career 8-0. That's the best start ever.
He looks super humble too.
Just pick anybody. That's what makes him the greatest, man. That's why you don't need to pay a receiver $20-something million or whatever.
The New England Patriots will be the first dynasty of the 21st century.
Strictly magnificent.
No timeouts. 10 seconds left.
Hey.
And you have the ball at the 17-yard line. That's 2 shots into the end zone.
It goes without saying that Brady will be in the discussion if he's not already. Is one of the best.
I think he's the greatest,
if not the best.
Do you? I do. I think he's the greatest that ever played the game.
I'm lost and I'm found.
Easy. He hit that easy. They won! Did they? Again?
Who left the building? Unicorns, show ponies. Where's the beef?
The biggest lead was 25 points at 28-3 with under 2.5 left in the third quarter.
Was Julio Jones. Jesus Christ. And what a throw. Matt Ryan was also running when he made that throw. I was like, oh my God, every Super Bowl now.
Considering the circumstances and all the momentum with New England, the biggest catch of this second half.
The New England Patriots were clearly a better football team than the New York Football Giants that day. The Patriots got robbed by the luckiest play in NFL history.
I think you kind of summed it up. It's probably the luckiest play in NFL.
Really? Tyree managed to pin it against the side of his helmet.
At stake is the perfect season, 18-0.
It feels like just, you got hit by a runaway train with Atlanta.
All the Falcons had to do was run some clock and kick the field goal.
They're just trying to run the clock now. And right now, everybody has got to be telling him, including Kyle Shanahan, do not take a sack.
Opportunity missed after that incredible catch by Julio Jones. Oh, it was such a good drive for Atlanta. Now they're giving the ball back, and they're going to put Tom Brady in position to tie this game.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to Super Bowl 49.
Getting a critical mass now at 11:15 left in this football game.
The signature play of the last Super Bowl came on that 3rd and 14 play.
Whoa, he passes really fast.
Huge hit from Cam Chancellor.
It's a money catch right there.
Tom Brady and the Patriots looking for a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead here in Super Bowl 49.
I love watching guys like that because the way they play the game is larger than life.
Down 3.
Hey, okay, let's go.
The Patriots with a 2nd and goal to go. The ball inside the left hash mark at the 3.
Is Tom Brady the best quarterback that we've ever seen play the game?
Hands down. I've said it right before I got to New England. Hands down,
so
the greatest ever.
The short area quickness, the change of direction.
Beautiful!
Patriots! They're back in the lead in Super Bowl 49!
When things seem dire, what do you do in life? You go right to people that you can depend on.
So that was number 4.
Counts you out. No pressure.
He throws toward the right. Hogan makes the grab at the 25. Wow. What a strike between a pair of defenders. Tackled by Collins. First down, New England.
Money throw by number 12.
And he's out of bounds with another first down.
New England not only mounted a comeback, but played a virtually flawless last 45 minutes. Spearheaded once again by the GOAT, the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
Oh! Oh! What a catch. He seems like he's got really good receivers on his team as well.
Oh, that's a catch. My God, that's incredible.
Number 11, Julian Edelman, the Iron Man.
Listen, there have been 7 comebacks of 25 points or more in NFL history. 15,000 games, only 7.
And we are at the 2-minute warning.
We'll be talking about this game for 30, 40.
On first down, Brady underneath, finds White. White down inside the 10.
I concede. I have nothing to say. It's the greatest performance I've ever seen.
Try and finish off this comeback.
He's right in there with Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, and Tom Brady. Those are the 4 guys on my Mount Rushmore.
Tom Brady now, somehow, is over 400 yards passing in this game.
Tom Brady threw for 246 yards in the 4th quarter alone.
Touchdown, James White.
He sees gameplays and throws that not even a receiver can see.
Hero got into a huddle, I think down in Miami, and said, hey, isn't it John Candy over there in the stands? Listen to the Brady chant.
And now the biggest 2-point attempt in the history of the Patriots franchise. This is a tie game. Don't ever count Tom Brady out. Best ever? Best ever in my book. It's the best I've seen, and it's put on a show here in the last 30 minutes of this ball game, and to climb back in it.
When
That's
the
truly
Patriots
impressive.
won the coin toss, the game was over.
It was. I said there's no way they're settling for a field goal here. They're going to go right down. They're going to score.
The Patriots, by way of the word of Matthew Slater, heads win the coin toss.
Still does carry that chip on his shoulder. He's carried it around his entire career. It's driven him. It's what's made him great.
The opening kickoff to the first ever overtime in Super Bowl history. A rally that was next to impossible, more than improbable. Brady will start at the 25, and again, a touchdown. The game is over. To win it with this drive, the Pats need to score a touchdown. And it's White out of the backfield. James White trying to tiptoe.
Nice little drive starter right there. Quick little flip out to the side.
This game was over at 14-0. It was over at 21-0.
2nd and 4.
Biggest
The emotion, eh?
witch hunt I've ever seen in my life. That stupid Deflategate thing.
Deflategate.
And just all the justice that came out of it. The fact that it went to court, it got laughed out of court to the point the judge was actually pissed.
I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my entire life.
He says, I feel great. You think my greatness has to do with a football.
That was sick. Absolutely disgustingly sick.
You want to hire a scientist to wave footballs afterwards to figure out why you lost by 50 points? I mean, more power to you.
Inside the 40.
I mean, we all know he's really good. This was mythical. I believe that Tom Brady will come back with a vengeance.
Ali got his brains beat in for 7 or 8 rounds, then he knocked Foreman out. And it's one of the greatest, most memorable fights of all time. We just saw Tom Brady's rumble in Houston.
To me, he was so great late last night in that game that he rendered the Deflategate saga irrelevant.
But that was mythical. That's Halo stuff. That's Zaire. That's 104 hitting jumpers. It's the first time I walked out and I'm like, he's floating to that locker room.
And he was as great as you could possibly be. In the history of pro football, who's had a fourth?
No.
You know what my favorite ring is? The next one. That's my favorite.
One of your things.
I can't believe it!
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
How does he make such great comebacks?
Quarterback. Look at Brady in Super Bowl and NFL annals.
Seriously, how does he do that? That goes going wild.
Whoever was left
Is that
in
his
that
wife?
NRG stadium in Houston booed Roger Goodell like no commissioner, like no head of sport has ever been booed.
And Roger Goodell, like the end of a fucking Die Hard movie. The police commissioner who didn't believe in the rogue cop.
First of all, Deflategate is now over. The Patriots have won and Roger Goodell has lost.
And in the end, he did get to watch Roger Goodell present that trophy to Bob Kraft, who just delighted in it.
But a lot has transpired during the last 2 years. And I don't think that needs any explanation. This is unequivocally the sweetest.
It must be so many people's hair out.
But Tom Brady is the greatest player that's ever played in the NFL. You're never, never, never going to see this again. Enjoy it.
Wow. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, that video had me hella confused. It was really hard to follow along if you are a new football fan, because a lot of things I didn't quite understand, and I didn't know which game was which, and I don't know, I just didn't know what was going on. So I wish I had kind of watched a video that had a better commentary, I guess, but I tried my best to follow along, and I think it's super interesting that I'm guessing that people doubted him at the start and said he's not that great, he's overrated, which I actually see a lot with a lot of these new up-and-coming football stars that I have reacted to. A lot of people are haters for real and just saying oh, he's overrated, he's not that good, you know, he'll be gone in a few years or something. And it's damn, why do people hate so much? I don't get it. But yeah, like I said in the video, it just goes to show that you shouldn't listen to the haters, and you should just keep doing your thing and prove everyone wrong, because that's what he did, and he went above and beyond what anyone could have guessed, you know. And also the videos of him back in the day, he definitely doesn't look like an athlete, he doesn't run like an athlete, but he can certainly play the game like an athlete, a true athlete. Awesome stuff, honey. So Tom Brady, 5 rings. I'm pretty sure he has 6 now, so that's awesome. So thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. If you have any more recommendations, please leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.